The first competition of the night is Monster Jam JCB Racing. All 8 trucks have been seeded into the bracket based on a random draw. So coming up first, these drivers will race head-to-head with the fastest 4 winners advancing to the semifinal round. So, Chicago, who's ready for Monster Jam JCB Racing?
Keep that energy going for our first matchup. We got Fernando Martinez, Team El Toro Loco. Facing off against Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron. A 3-2 record for Tony Oaks. Let's take a look at that super glue to the action replay. I mentioned this earlier. A 3-2 record going into this race with Tony Oaks having the edge here. Super glue to the action replay up there right now. Whose BKT tires crossed that finish line first? Our Monster Jam officials are reviewing the tape. I do encourage you guys to look at that so intricately. It is so close. By a hair, your winner, Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Continuing on with our next matchup, we got Brianna Mahan, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. And her challenger, the black and green wrecking machine, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Another one that's close to call. We're going to kick it up to the original super glue to the action replay. They were pretty evenly matched coming around those turn cones. It's going to come down to this final push. Your winner, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Once again, another close race, but you can see up there on the video board, Ringling Bailey Circuits, Brianna Mahan moving on to the JCB Racing semifinals. Approaching the line, it's the rookie, Chucky Pocking, Classroom Crusher. Facing off against a fellow second-generation driver, Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. Your winner, Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. Once again, the winner of that last race, Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. Our last head-to-head matchup in round 1 of the JCB Racing competition, we got Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. And she'll be facing off against our second rookie this season, Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash. Monster Jam official saying that one's a little too close to call. So we're going to kick it back up to the Super Glue Glue to the action replay. Nice drift from both of these competitors coming around that turn. I don't know, Rosemont. What do you guys think? Look at that video board. Once again, by a hair, your winner, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Take a look at the JCB Racing bracket right now. So let's talk about how we got here. So the last matchup we did see with Sparkle Smash going head-to-head against Megalodon. Prior to this, Megalodon had a record of 2-0 against Sparkle Smash. She has now increased that to 3-0. Continuing up the bracket, Classroom Crusher going up against Zombie. It was Brandon Teletka that took the win. The Black and Green Wrecking Machine going head-to-head against Ringling Bailey Circuit. This is actually Ringling Bailey Circuit's first win against Weston Anderson this season, finding herself in the semifinals. And again, that very first one that was super close, JCB Digatron facing off against Toro Loco, with Tony Oaks moving on to the semifinals.
This is the Monster Jam JCB Racing semi-final round. The fastest 4 drivers of the event have advanced to this round, and the winners will continue on to the finals, where they will compete for the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. So, who's ready for more Monster Jam JCB Racing?
All right, Chicagoland, I need you to make some noise if you think JCB is taking the win. What about Ringling Bailey Circuit? It's time to find out. Once again, kicking it up to the Super Glue Glue to the action replay. Solid race pass by both competitors. These are 2 veteran drivers. And your winner, Ringling Bailey Circuit, Brianna Mahan. Question is, who will join her in the JCB Racing Finals? Down there on the track right now, we actually have brother against sister, Brandon Telechka in Zombie. You got Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Which Telechka's gonna come out on top? Your winner, Brandon Telechka, Zombie.
This is the Monster Jam JCB Racing final round. The winner of this race takes the first 8 points of the event and the racing win. Are you ready to meet your racing finals contenders?
Chicagoland, this is their first time meeting up in the JCB Racing Finals. From Kewanee, Wisconsin, the 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year. Get those zombie arms going for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie. And from Sullivan, Illinois, she made her Monster Jam debut in 2015, the 2024 Fan Favorite Driver of the Year, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. A close one once again. These competitors are keeping you on your toes in the JCB racing competition. Super glue, glued to the action replay up there right now. Focus your attention on those BKT tires. Your winner, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. This will mark Brianna Mahan's first JCB racing win of the 2026 season, and she did it right here at the All-State Arena behind the wheel of Ringling Bailey Circuit. We saw her teammate Greg Duffy behind the scenes earlier cheering her on during the semifinals, and now she has earned the first 8 points of tonight's event. And we got the hair flip. Her first JCB Racing head-to-head win of the year. You got little Bailey Circuit down there on the track, everybody's favorite RoboPup, to join her and celebrate alongside Greg Duffy. We're going to have the opportunity to hear from them in just a moment, but they are setting themselves up for really great success going into the second competition. David, take it away.
Getting it done right here in the very first competition of the event, Brianna Mahan taking the JCB Racing win. Wow, Brianna, you had some tough competition all the way to the final round, but you pulled it off.
Man, we have been digging for this racing win all season long. This track is slick out here, so I went back to my roots. I went back to my dirt track racing days, threw that truck in there sideways, and it worked. Consistency is key.
And you got it done, of course. Greg was cheering you on the whole time. We were holding our breath, waiting for that final round. So, Brianna, you mentioned the track is a little slick. We have 2 wheels coming up next for the second competition. Is that going to change your approach, or are you going to go guns out?
Absolutely. I had something kind of up my sleeve, but honestly, with seeing the dirt and seeing how slick it is, I might have to make some adjustments. But, you know, I was out here, we were talking before the event saying consistency is key. We were so close to an overall last weekend, had some truck breakage, and we lost it at the final freestyle. And so we're back for some redemption, baby. Let me hear you, Rosemont!
Keep it going, Rosemont! Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Get the popper off the ramp into the combo for attempt number 1. 1 attempt down, 1 to go for Fernando Martinez.
Monster Jam fans, put your horns up and make some noise for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. I see a lot of you got those phones out. That's half the battle. Go to judgeszone.com, type in the city code CHI. You got about 5 seconds remaining to scan that QR code and get your score in.
AJ, what an incredible way to kick off the two-wheel skills challenge. We're looking here at that super glue to the action replay. Those combo moves, he tries to save it right here on those side BKT tires. The crowd is going wild right now. I know you were up here. Anything you want to say to him, he can hear you down there.
I'm telling you guys, I'm fired up, man. Fern doesn't drive like that, and that was something special. He is fired up for you guys here in Chicago. Let's go.
All right, I have a funny feeling these are going to be some great scores. All right, Fern, take a breather. Oh, and the steering wheel was out the window, too. All right, let's go to those scores. And 8.476. That is a solid way to kick off the two-wheel skills challenge. Unbelievable stuff. So, for you, AJ, does this get you fired up? Because coming up next, you have 2 back-to-back competitions. You're going to have the best upright trick competition and the best trick competition. And you've actually won the best upright trick competition last week in Buffalo.
I'm fired up. We got some stuff here in store for you, and now I got to do my part of the team. So let's go, Rosemont. Let's go.
All right, so we're going to let AJ go behind the scenes. We'll catch up with you later. AJ, thank you so much. But Monster Jam fans, stay tuned. We got a lot more action coming your way. So as you can see down there on the track, we're getting a little help from our JCB Dirt Squad down there. Going to get that Monster Jam truck back on all 4 BKT tires so that we can continue on with the two-wheel skills challenge. But we do want to take this opportunity to remind you guys, we have an awesome post-event meet and greet with our drivers and our riders. So it is a separate ticket. If you guys are interested, go ahead and scan that QR code up there on the board right now. It is while supplies last, Monster Jam fans. So go ahead, scan that QR code, and then you can join us at the end of the event to meet and greet with our amazing superstars, get pictures, ask them questions, get autographs. It's awesome. And again, this is while supplies last, and it is open until halftime. Coming down the tunnel, our next competitor, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Rosemont, steering wheel is off. He's balancing that Monster Jam truck on those back BKT tires. in the wheelie, brings it back to center, gets the slap wheelie into the popper.
Keep it going, Monster Jam fans, for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. And let's turn our screams into scores. Screams got to go into scores at judgeszone.com.
What a save by the black and green wrecking machine. You can see he was saying, I was so close to flipping over, but he made the save. Let's see how that translates into scores. Score to beat is El Toro Loco, 8.476. The score for Gravedigger is a 9.201. New leader, new score to beat. Continuing on with our third competitor, he's a second-generation driver. It's Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. Oh, the paper airplane out the window. There it goes. Drew Slough, his teammate, cheered him on. Gets the slap wheelie into the popper, puts it back on the nose with impeccable control, like we've seen over the last couple of weeks from this rookie driver.
Make some noise for Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. You got about 10 seconds remaining. Go ahead and lock it in.
He's the coolest kid in class, Monster Jam fans. Let us know what you thought of that one. That super glue glued to the action replay, puts it on the nose. Really awesome control. If you guys are paying extra close attention, at one point he actually threw out, there it is, the paper airplane from the Monster Jam truck. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to that video board. A 7.969, 7.969 for Chucky Pocken. Classroom Crusher, that's going to put him currently in third place in our two-wheel skills challenge.
I'm Ella. I'm Savannah. Everybody make noise. Sparkles, it's time for Sparkle Smash.
Put those hands together and make some noise for Kylie Kent. Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. I see a few of you scoring, but not nearly enough. So come on, everybody. You can scan that QR code. It takes you right there. This is the best part about Monster Jam. You fans telling us who you think deserves each win. So go ahead and lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Super glue glued to the action. Replay first attempt was an attempted popper. Second one was that sky wheelie. Scores are locked in for Kylie Kent. Sparkle Smash. A 4.499, excuse me. Fourth place currently for Kylie Kent. Sparkle Smash. Continuing on with our next competitor, she won the JCB Racing competition. Coming down the tunnel, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. We got little Ringling Bailey Circuit right there on the track. You see her, that's your favorite Rovo pup here at Monster Jam. Now they both want to know what you fans are going to score. So in order to lock it in, you got to go to judgeszone.com.
Taylor, it looked like her teammate Greg Duffy was excited about that one. That super glue to the action replay showcases a stellar sky wheelie, nice pop, great vertical positioning, lands on those back BKT tires, gets a nice little bounce off those BKT tires, and of course, little Bailey Circuit herself was down there on the track, following along. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. The score for Ringling Bailey Circuit is at 8.779. She seems happy with that one. Second place currently for Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. From the zombie handstand to the rebound off those back BKT tires into the moonwalk back down the ramp. Attempt number 1 for Brandon Telechka, zombie.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Brandon Telechka, zombie. You gotta get your scores in judgeszone.com. And hey, fun fact, everybody, once you scan the QR code, no need to scan it again. Just let it finish spinning and then lock in your next score.
A solid two-wheel skills attempt. Both of those back-to-back ones, combination moves courtesy of Brandon Telechka, zombie. You can see up there on that super glue to the action replay, your little reminder as you're locking in those scores at judgeszone.com. And 8.453. 8.453. That's going to put him currently in 4th place in the two-wheel skills challenge. Right now, I'm joined at the desk by JCB Digatron's Josh Hedford. Josh, we are so fortunate because the next couple of weeks, you are now with us here at Freestyle Mania. You have a 20-year-long career. What is it like now being paired up with Tony Oaks?
Oh, I got the call less than 48 hours ago to come here, and I've known Tony Oaks for quite a long time. Saw him ripping in Black Ops and Thunder Roars, and now he's just shredding the dirt into the Digatron, and I couldn't let him down. So I packed up my stuff, pinned it up here, and I'm ready to throw down with him.
All right, so I think we need to make it official because he's coming up next, and I want to give you the opportunity to introduce your new teammate, all right? So take it away. I'm going to get out of the shot.
All right, welcome in Tony Oaks, the digger of Digatron. You guys ready to dig it?
Monster Jam fans, let him hear you. Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Scoring is open once again at judgeszone.com. You got about 5 seconds left.
Let's see what you guys thought of Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. Those combo moves, great control, fun to watch, nice variety. But it doesn't matter what I think. Let's see what you guys think. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you guys thought. An 8.659, good enough for third place in the two-wheel skills challenge with one competitor remain. It's time to put those fins in the air for our final competitor in the two-wheel skills challenge, Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon.
Let me see those fins. And let me hear you make some noise for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com for the Shark. You got to lock it in for your final competitor. Is she going to spill the win here tonight? It's time to find out.
Taylor, let's find out. A 6.463 for Michaela Telechka, Team Megalodon. That means your winner is Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. This go ahead and marks Weston Anderson, Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger's 10th two-wheel skills challenge win on the 2026 season. Oh, there they are down there on the track. Number 10 on the season. 8 points added to their team's overall score in pursuit of the BKT Overall Event Championship. Come on, Chicagoland. Let them hear you.
Weston Anderson doing Weston Anderson things, joined here by Noah Bakken. Weston, racing did not go your way to start off the event, but you took this competition and you took control again of this.
Absolutely, man. You know, when you get knocked out that early in racing, very first round, man, it puts you down so bad, and it pushes me to come out here, try and pick it up in the next competition. As you can see, man, we did just that. I came out here, I threw the tricks I know how to do. Rosemont, I've been here for 5 years, man. I love you guys. I said it earlier this week. Y'all are one of the loudest, rowdiest crowds that we have here at Monster Jam, and I cannot thank you guys enough for choosing me to be your two-wheel skills winner. Thank y'all.
Now, Rosemont, Weston Anderson is not alone here in Freestyle Mania. Noah Bakken's about to hit the track. You have never seen anything like this before, the very first time. What can this crowd expect from Freestyle Mania?
Man, I think I've said enough, Noah. What do you think you're going to do? I want you to hear this crowd, too.
I think it's going to be unexpected. I don't even know what I'm going to do, but I know it's going to be pretty wild.
Yeah, Rosemont, it's time to get rowdy, baby!
Rosemont! Welcome back to the second half of Monster Jam. As promised, our talented riders have taken to the track. They're going to take to the skies in just a moment. But we have 8 of the most talented riders, not only nationally, but internationally as well. And they're going to have the opportunity right now to give you guys a little taste of what's to come. With 2 practice jumps, they're going to get a feel for this dirt, making sure that their dirt bikes are tuned up and ready to go, and have an opportunity to get a feel for the takeoff ramp. So Chicago, let's meet them. Coming down the ramp, Josh Hetford, JCB Tigatron. Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. It's AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco. The black and green wrecking machine, Noah Backing, Gravedigger. Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Chandler Hyder, Zombie. Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. And our veteran competitor, Scott Murray, Megalodon. All right, Rosemont, they're going to have one more practice. If you guys like what you're seeing, you got to get loud. A nice whip action from AJ Roseboro.
Monster Jam fans, it is now time for the FMX portion of Freestyle Mania. We are going into the upright trick competition. All 8 of these riders are ready to hit the track and hit the sky, but they need your help on judgeszone.com. 20 seconds at the end of each jump, and this is the upright trick competition. Anything goes except for backflips. We'll hang on to that for the next competition. So here we go, Chicagoland. I need you to get loud. Let's make some noise!
Keep that energy going for our first competitor. Put your hands together for Greg Duffy, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy making some noise with that Kawasaki 450. Hailing from Annapolis, Maryland. He's going to be the first one out the gate, which means he's setting the bar for his fellow competitors.
Let's make some noise, Chicagoland, for Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. 20 seconds, judgeszone.com. You know what to do.
Nice way to kick things off with the whip. He actually, if you were looking closely, he releases one of his legs from the pedals as he does that whip in the air, bike and body move as one. Solid way to kick things off. Let's see what you guys thought at judgeszone.com. A 7.854. That's going to be the score to beat in our best upright trick competition. Coming up next from right here in Illinois, it's AJ Roseborough, Team El Toro Loco. AJ Roseborough, our second competitor, making his way around the track. He made his Monster Jam debut in 2025, and he's kicking it into high gear in 2026.
Ese toro está loco! Un poquitito loco! Make some noise! AJ Roseborough! JudgesZone.com, 20 seconds.
The on that one grabs onto the seat, swings his body backwards, showcasing some really nice flexibility on that one. Let's see what you guys thought. You got a few more seconds to lock in those scores. Remember, score to beat is 7.854. The score for El Toro Loco is 8.752. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, can you dig it? It is Josh Hedford, Team JCB Digatron. Josh Hedford, normally on Arena Championship Series East. He's joining us for a few weeks here on Freestyle Mania, ready to make a name for himself.
Let's go, Chicagoland! Make some noise! That is Josh Hedford, JCB Digatron. Judges Zone, 20 seconds. Do it.
Incredible. The double seat grab heart attack right there. So that one differs slightly from what we just saw with AJ Roseborough. So this one is in a more vertical position, so more of a handstand-like position as he's holding on to the seat. So let's see what you guys thought. What was the comparison here? Score to beat is an 8.752. The score for JCB Digatron is an 8.784. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Continuing on with our next competitor, representing the black and green wrecking machine, Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Third competitor, ready to make his mark.
That was Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. Yeah, go ahead and make some noise with Weston. I think he's saying we're knocking out the competition. What you fans think? Go to JudgesZone.com.
That super glue glued to the action replay showcases the cliffhanger. He hooks his feet onto the handlebars underneath, stands straight up, fully extends his arms. Impressive, but was it enough? We're going to find out. Scores are locked in. Score to beat, 8.784, JCB Digatron. 8.477 for Noah Bakken. That's going to put him in third place currently. Your leader remains JCB Digatron. 4 competitors down, 4 to go. Up next, it's Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. Cam Sepulveda made his Monster Jam debut in 2024, but he's the only competitor this season on the Yamaha YZ250 two-stroke bike. He's been showcasing some really unique tricks. Let's see what he has in store.
Keep it going. That was Cam Sepulveda Sparkle Smash. Yeah. Let them hear you, folks. And then let's get those scores in.
Taylor, I heard a lot of oohs and ahs on that one, so that's what we call the rock solid. Grabs onto the seat, fully releases both arms. He's in that Superman-like position. A difficult one to pull off. Let's see if that did the trick. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.784. The score for Sparkle Smash is... it did the trick, 8.962. New leader, new score to beat. Coming up next, he hails from Upper Peninsula, Michigan. Our veteran competitor here on Freestyle Mania, Scott Murray, Team Megalodon. Scott Murray has been soaring through the air since he was a kid, but he made his professional debut with us here at Monster Jam in 2003. And he has been proven each and every week that he is a force to be reckoned with here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
Make some noise for Scott Murray, Megalodon. He's back and he's eager to find out the scores.
You can see on that super glued to the action replay, the KOD, one of the most difficult things to pull off here in Freestyle Mania, and he nails it every single time with such power. Let's see, though, because we do have a new leader, which was Sparkle Smash 8.962. The score for Megalodon is an 8.881. So close, but that's going to put him currently in second place here in the best upright trick competition. Coming up next, let's get those zombie arms moving for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. He hails from sunny California, and he has been soaring through the air with us here at Monster Jam since 2022.
Monster Jam fans, I need you guys to get a little bit louder for me. So let me hear your biggest zombie roar for Chandler Hyder Zombie. Now give me those zombie scores. You know where to go, judgeszone.com. 5 seconds left.
With the one-legged Cordova move there, extends that front leg over the handlebars. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. A 7.383 for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. One competitor remains in the best upright trick competition. Will he take the win, or will it go to Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash? You can see right now coming around the track, it's Drew Slough, Team Classroom Crusher, the youngest competitor down there on the track.
Let them hear you, Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Yeah. I know. Christina, I don't know if you heard that, but the crowd was reacting to the super glued to the action replay. It was almost like he froze in the air on top of his bike for a moment, so I'm sure the scores are going to be hard to work with.
I know. This one's going to be interesting. You know, when it comes to that Cordova, it's always like a freeze frame. He paints a beautiful picture in the air with that flexibility. But was it enough to take the win? We're going to find out. Remember, score to beat Sparkle Smash, 8.962. The score for Classroom Crusher is 9.360. Your winner, Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about right here. Chucky Pauken was loving every bit of it. Drew Slough taking his first competition win of Freestyle Mania. What an unbelievable feeling. I know Drew is thrilled. Now you must be feeling it too.
Truly feels awesome. You know, I know Drew is absolutely thrilled. You know, we've been trying to, pick up some wins here and there, and he finally got his first one of the season, and we're just going to keep the momentum rolling.
That's right. Now let's see where that's going to leave Chucky Pauken and Team Classroom Crusher on that overall leaderboard. We still got Brianna Mahan, Team Ringling, Bailey Serkin in first with 17. JCB Diggertron behind with two-way tie. Team Classroom Crusher, Grave Digger with 13 points on the board. Megalodon and Zombie tied with 12. Toro Loco 11 and Sparkle Smash 10. Okay, Chicagoland, here we go. Do you want some more? We want some more! We want some more! We want some more! FMX competition. It is time for the best trick competition. Anything goes. They can dig into their bag of tricks, front flips, back flips, whatever these crazy guys do. They need your support on judgeszone.com. 20 seconds at the end of each jump. You know what to do. Let's get loud. Let's get crazy. Chicago, are you ready?
We're going to keep that energy and excitement going for your hometown guy, AJ Rosemont, Team El Toro Loco. AJ Rosemont has quite literally lived all over the United States, but he was born right here in Illinois. He actually spent a year in China. That's right. He competed overseas for an entire year. So he's truly both an international and national superstar.
You just got your first backflip of the night. You can see Fernando's going. Whoa, hold on, Fernando. Still got freestyle coming up next. Let him hear you, AJ Roseboro, El Toro Loco. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com.
Taylor, that was a fun way to kick things off. If you guys thought that was awesome, we're going to just keep getting better and better and better. Let's see what you guys thought of AJ Roseboro Team El Toro Loco with the no-handed backflip. 9.580. 9.580. I think that is one of the highest scores we've ever seen for a competitor in the top spot, or the first competitor out the gate in the best upright trick competition. That one's going to be hard to beat. Let's see, we got a lot more coming your way. Our second competitor here right now, excited to take to the track. It's Josh Hetford, Team JCB Ticketron. Josh Hetford piloting the Kawasaki KX450 Pro. In his opinion, it's the best bike ever. Let's see how it does for him.
Make some noise! That was Josh Hetford, JCB Ticketron. Scoring is open. Play nice, boys, play nice. The competition is really just getting started. Christina, I don't know how this is going to turn out.
I don't either, because that was the KOD flip, something that's very, very difficult to pull off here. We saw the KOD earlier in the best upright trick competition, courtesy of Scott Murray. Let's see what you thought of the backflip version of that trick, courtesy of Josh Hetford. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to that video board. A 9.350. Second place, good enough for second. Tony Oaks not liking that one behind the scenes, but Josh Hetford showing you guys some love. All of our Monster Jam fans. 2 competitors down, a lot more to go. Continuing on with our next competitor, he's bad to the bone. It's Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Noah Bakken looking for his first best upright or best trick win of the 2026 season. Coming down the ramp, let's see what he has in store.
Keep it going. That was Noah Bakken, Gravedigger. No hands. Yes, that's right, Weston. But you all got to use your hands to score at judgeszone.com. You got 5 seconds remaining.
So when we slow it down on that original super glue to the action replay, he does the backflip and then releases one of those arms, kind of gives you a little wave action as he finishes the rotation. Scores are locked in for Noah Bakken, Team Gravedigger. Let's see what you guys thought. An 8.086, 8.086, third place currently for Team Gravedigger. Coming up next, let's get those fins together for Scott Murray, Megalodon. All right, we got Scott Murray, Megalodon. Yamaha YZ 450F bike is his bike of choice. And it has served him well for the last 22 rounds of Monster Jam because he has been undefeated in this phase of the competition. He's tuning up that bike, making sure he is good to go. We always see him take this really crucial moment right before he makes his way around that final turn and onto the takeoff ramp.
He's a fish out of water, and he landed here in Chicago. Make some noise for Scott Murray. 20 seconds, judges zone.
All right, breaking it down, the KOD flip. Now we saw a very similar execution with Josh Hedford, who's currently in second place in JCB Digatron. This one, though, with Scott Murray, it has such power. He punches it every single time. But is today the day the hot streak ends? Let's find out. Score to beat El Toro Loco, 9.580. The score for Megalodon is 9.493. The streak has been broken, but Rosemont, I do want to give this an opportunity. Can we take a moment, because this man has won 22 competitions in a row. Unheard of. Can you put your hands together, please, for Scott Murray, Megalodon? 22 in a row. Not a bad run for Scott Murray, Megalodon. Continuing on with our next competitor. Let's get those zombie arms moving for Chandler Hyder, Team Zombie. Team Zombies. Chandler Hyder made his Monster Jam debut 2022. Professional debut, though, back in 2018. And gets the backflip.
Let him see those zombie R's when he comes back through the tunnel. That was Chandler Hyder, Zombie. Scores are open at judgeszone.com. You already knew that, and you already know what to do.
You heard Taylor. You guys know what to do at judgeszone.com. Let's get those scores locked in for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. A 6.485 for Chandler Hyder, Zombie. 3 more competitors remain. He just won his very first Best Upright Trick competition. Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Could he be going for back-to-back wins? We're going to find out.
Give it up for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. As Christina said, he took the first win here tonight for our FMX portion. Can he be the first this weekend to take 2? It's up to you to help us out. Let us know.
All right, so that was a mix of a traditional backflip incorporating some whip action. So during the beginning stages of the competition, as they were doing their practice jumps, you saw the whip. This is a variation on that, but incorporating the backflip, of course. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you guys thought. A 6.983 for Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our next competitor, Greg Duffy, Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. One of our well-respected veterans here, Greg Duffy. He's actually a Guinness Book of World Record holder, the first and only person to do a double front flip on a dirt bike.
Let them hear you, Greg Duffy, Ringling Bailey Circuit. There he is. It's time to score. your Guinness World Record holder. Technically, he'd be claiming another record, the first to take the best trick competition here in Rosemont, but he's got to win it.
Absolutely, Taylor. All right, so did the heel clicker backflip do it? Is that what's going to shoot him up to the top of the leaderboard? Let's find out. Scores are locked in. Let's see. Greg Duffy down there having a little fun on the track. An 8.368 for Greg Duffy, fourth place currently with one competitor remaining. Last but not least, it's time to throw a little sparkle on the track with Cam Sepulveda, Team Sparkle Smash. There you go, Rosemont. A little glitter on the track as our final competitor makes his way around the dirt to see if he's going to be the one to take the best trick win. Or is it going to go to El Toro Loco?
Give it up for Cam Sepulveda, Sparkle Smash. Yeah, she's telling you very clearly, make your score and make it known. Is Sparkle Smash going to steal the win here tonight?
Taylor, we've seen so many variations on the traditional backflip. That one you just saw on that super glue to the action replay. Anytime I see it, I always equate it to kind of the running man in the air. It's always showcasing unbelievable flexibility. But the real question is, was it enough to walk away with the win? We're going to find out. Remember, score to beat has been our first competitor out the gate, El Toro Loco, with a 9.580. The score for Sparkle Smash is an 8.965, which means your winner, Rosemont, is the Crazy Bull AJ Roseboro Team El Toro Loco.
Well, Monster Jam fans, what do you say? First time Monster Jam Freestyle Mania is touching down here in Illinois, so do you want more? Oh, come on. I know you can do better than that. I said, do you want more? That's what I'm talking about. Well, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to get. All 8 of these riders are getting ready to attempt something that you can only see right here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. They're going to soar through the air, back to back to back. You've seen regular Monster Jam trains, but you've never seen a Freestyle Mania train. So when they hit that ramp, I want you to scream so loud I can't even hear the bikes. Let's go! These riders were hand-selected from the best across the world. You've seen them in your favorite Marvel movies. You've seen them compete across the globe. But they're going to jump one more time for all of you here tonight. So let them know that you're ready. Turn those flashlights on and scream!
One more time, put your hands together for the amazing riders here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. And guys, you witnessed a little bit of Monster Jam history. 2 competitors taking their very first wins of the 2026 season. Drew Slough, Classroom Crusher, his first best upright trick win. And then AJ Roseboro breaking the hot streak of Scott Murray and taking the best trick win. Unbelievable stuff. We're going to have the opportunity to hear from both of them in just a moment. But this is what I truly love about Monster Jam. You never know when you fans are going to witness and be a part of history. David, we got to talk to them.
Let's talk to the winners here on top of the pod. Drew Slough, AJ Roseborough, getting it done in the FMX portion. Drew, this is your first competition win of Freestyle Mania. It must feel amazing to be standing on top of this pod.
Yeah, man, it feels good. This is the 7th weekend of this tour, and it feels good to get it done. Hadn't done that trick in a while. That trick's called a Cordova. Yeah, just hearing you guys cheer as loud as you did really helped me just push through that. Nerves were definitely firing today, and yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. That was a blast.
The people of Chicagoland loved every bit of your trick. Drew Slough, AJ Roseborough, the best trick competition. Down goes Murray after 21 straight victories. You got it done, AJ.
All I needed was my hometown to do it. Thank you guys for coming out, watching us throw down. We're having such a great time, and you guys got me fired up, and thanks for the little bit of help out there.
And of course, we're not quite done yet. We have freestyle coming up right after this. Fernando Martinez is about to hit the track. AJ, what can this crowd expect from an El Toro Loco freestyle?
You guys have no idea what you're about to witness. It's about to go down.
That's right. Chicagoland, make noise one more time. AJ Roseborough, Drew Slough.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. It's time for Monster Jam Freestyle! I need everybody to get loud for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. First competitor to hit the dirt here in Monster Jam Freestyle. And your next opportunity to score at judgeszone.com. If you haven't joined in already, this is our last competition of the evening, so let's get to it. 5 seconds left.
Kylie Kent, Team Sparkle Smash, starts off with glitter out of that 12,000-pound unicorn. You saw that on that super glue. Glue to the action replay. Some nice air throughout that one. Scores are locked in. Let's see what you guys thought. A 6.128. 6.128. So that's going to be the score to beat in the freestyle competition. Coming up next, she's a second-generation driver here at Monster Jam, Michaela Tolechka, Megalodon.
Make some noise for Michaela Telechka Megalodon. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com for Team Megalodon.
You can see up there right now the super glued to the action replay of Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Those last 10 seconds were really something with that big air, and then she puts it on the nose, showcasing some nice control and restraint at the end of that freestyle run. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. Score for Megalodon coming up on the video board. A 7.306. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Before we can continue on with freestyle, I do want to remind you guys of our fundraising efforts with St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. We had Brandon Telechka of Team Zombie up here earlier during trackside talking about this partnership. And right now, I do want to encourage you, this is going to be the final time for you guys to donate. So scan that QR code. You can see right now, Team JCB Digatron is in the lead with 46% of those donations. And in just a few moments, we will go ahead and announce our ambassador of the night. "30 seconds remain on the clock for Brianna Mahan, a Ringling Bailey Circuit. She's slowing down the freestyle run right now. Looks like she might be trying to position that Monster Jam truck with the Morgan and Morgan backflip ramp. 13 seconds, 12 seconds left on that clock. Lands it! The Morgan and Morgan backflip.
Chicago! That was Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. She's getting out of that truck. She's gonna give you the best hair flip you ever seen, so let her hear you.
Taylor, I have a funny feeling we are in store for some great scores. Let's take it up to that video board. A 9.486. We got a new leader and a new score to beat. Bailey Circuit loves that one. Our little robo-pup down there. Incredible stuff by the Princess of Carnage. Rosemont, thank you guys for playing along. A little red light, green light action. We're gonna jump back into Monster Jam Freestyle. One of the coolest kids in class, Chucky Pocken, Classroom Crusher. You can see our JCB Dirt Squad helping us out right now down there on the track. We're gonna get Ringling Bailey Circuit back in the pits because we got 4 more events this weekend. We got a pit party tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at that truck. Our UNOH technicians are going to make sure that it is back in action for tomorrow, because when she got out of that truck, you did notice that she was making a movement with her hands that showcases the truck is broken. So we're going to go ahead and assess the situation and get back into it tomorrow.
Keep it going, Monster Jam fans. Chucky Puck and Classroom Crusher. Scoring is open for the freshmen at judgeszone.com.
All right, Rosemont, you guys have been doing an awesome time with Judges Zone. Let's see what you guys thought of Chucky Puck and Classroom Crusher. Scores are locked in, a 7.943, 7.943, second place currently. You guys know what to do when that music comes on. I want to see those zombie arms for Brandon Telechka, Team Zombie.
Brandon Telechka Zombie. You know what time it is. It's time to score, everybody. So get those phones out. We should all have judgeszone.com pulled up and ready on our phones. So lock it in. You got 5 seconds left.
All right, Monster Jam fans. So right there on the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay, he was trying to nail a bicycle on the side BKT tires, which sometimes is high risk, high reward. This one came at the very tail end. He wasn't able to get the save, but a really stellar freestyle nonetheless. Let's see how that translates into scores for Brandon Telechka Zombie. And 8.662, second place right now for Brandon Telechka in Zombie. We still got 3 more competitors remaining here in this phase of the competition. Monster Jam fans, you can see down the tunnel our JCB Dirt Squad pulling that loader to the back as Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco get set to make his way down the tunnel onto the track to compete in the freestyle competition.
Make some noise for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Hitting it with the finisher at the end there. We love to see it. Go ahead and lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
The crazy bull getting wild, getting crazy. Fernando, I don't know what that little run was just now, but that was fun. Let's see what you guys thought of that crazy bull. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Score to beat, Ringling Bailey Circuit, 9.486. The score for El Toro Loco is 9.49. 9, 7. New leader, new score to beat. Chicagoland! Those bells mean one thing! Who's ready for Grave Digger?
Keep it going! Weston Anderson, Grave Digger! Scoring is open.
All right, let's see what you guys thought of the black and green wrecking machine. Weston Anderson, Grave Digger. Score to beat El Toro Loco 9.497. The score for Grave Digger is 9.435. Still a solid score. Third place here currently in the freestyle competition with one competitor remaining. And our final competitor is actually part of, our final competitor, Monster Jam fans, is actually our St. Jude Ambassador of the Night. That is right, our final competitor, Team JCB Digatron. Tony Oaks, 46% of those donations. Tony Oaks, Josh Hedford going home, our ambassadors of the night. And Tony Oaks is our final competitor in the freestyle competition.
those hands together and get loud for Tony Oaks, JCB Digatron. You know what time it is? It's time to score. It's all come down to this. Let's go ahead and lock it in. And let him hear you. He's out of the truck, folks.
Taylor, that was a very controlled freestyle run. It was filled with technical moves, combination moves, impressive stuff from one of our veteran competitors. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked in. 7.827, so 6th place for Tony Oaks, Team JCB Digatron. Chicagoland, that means the winner of the freestyle competition, the Crazy Bull, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. But we have added up all of the points, and we told you it was close. Chicagoland, your BKT overall event championship team is Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Their first win of the 2026 season. Well, Taylor, that's a fun way to make an entrance.
Make some noise! I think everybody was looking for the truck, but she was on the back of her teammate's bike.
Monster Jam fans, you see 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks, our amazingly talented drivers and riders for event number 1 here in the historic Allstate Arena. And it goes to Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. They have been fighting for this one all season long. They were so close last week. They were in contention. And now they are going to be walking away with the trophy in hand. Bailey Circuit joining them. They got to celebrate with their RoboPup. David Mila down there on the track. 2 trophies, 2 winners. 1 team, 1 dream.
The very first overall event competition win for Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Greg Duffy, Brianna Mahan, and of course, Bailey Circuit getting it done. Teamwork was everything. Greg, you took the track for the FMX portion, and you remained consistent, getting those valuable points.
Definitely, David. Yeah, the consistency is key. You know, Bree drove great tonight, had a flip in there. It was awesome to watch. And I think I might have got a little robbed in my competition, but it is what it is. We still came out on top.
That's right. Still standing on the pod. Brianna Mahan, you set the tone early in JCB Racing. You carried that momentum all the way throughout the competition, through freestyle, joined by your crew chief, Aiden, Jorge, all of these guys getting it done. Bree, what is going through your mind?
You know what? I always have the best luck when I come here to Rosemont. You guys always support me no matter what truck I am driving. But coming out here, consistency is key. We love to start on that high note. We stayed there in 2-wheel, and I really wanted to bring home this win after everything that we went through the last few weeks. So coming out here, fighting some gremlins, still being able to bring home this trophy for the team for the first time this year. Thank you, Rosemont!
Keep it going, Rosemont! Team Ringling Bailey Circuit! And of course, Rosemont, we got to catch up with your freestyle winner over here. Of course, AJ Rosebrill had taken that FMX win, and Fernando, you came out here and you won freestyle. You've got a special relationship with the people here in Rosemont.
We do. I felt from like the very beginning that we had a connection with everybody right here in Rosemont. We may not have gotten that overall event championship trophy, but I feel like we won the people's choice. And honestly, that feels a lot better sometimes. A todos mis latinos, gracias por venir aquí. Thank you guys so much. There they are. There they are, David.
We can hear them.
We can hear them. Thank you to every single El Toro Loco fan that came out here. You guys could have done anything on your Friday night, but you chose to be right here at Monster Jam partying with us, and I'm forever grateful for that. We'll see you here for 4 more this weekend.
Keep it going, Rosemont. One more time. Fernando Martinez.
Congratulations one more time. Team El Toro Loco, your freestyle winners. And then, of course, your BKT overall event championship team. Team Ringling Bailey Circuit. Taylor, not to brag, but I called that one.
You know, you did. You did call that one. I got my, information from the people, though. So, and technically, my pick did win something. So,
yes, listen, he said they were the pick of the people. So it's all on brand here at Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. And I hope each and every one of you truly had an amazing time, because I know we did. And this is only, 1 of 5.
we don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. All right, Rosemont, listen up. I hope each and every one of you truly had as much fun as we did. On behalf of David Mila down there on the track, Taylor Olivia in the stands, I'm Christina Moore hanging up here at the pit or in the stands and at the desk. I'm all over the place sometimes as well. But Chicagoland, that was Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.